We got it running that time. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop it to show that it is running. Send it again. So here we go. And if we press add to count, it should replace hello world and enable reset. Oh. Press it again. Keep going. And I don't know if you can hear the re-click to signify haptic feedback on the phone. And we can press reset and it should clear the text, disable the button, and let us restart. Now that's all well and good, but let's go ahead and just change it up a bit so that we'll add something to this hello. So we'll do an on click on this also, just to show that it's not just buttons that have on click events. Scroll down. I'm going to call it disable buttons because I'm going to, when somebody presses on the text, I'm going to disable both buttons. So public void because the on click doesn't send anything back. I'm going to disable the buttons. You need the view because Android API expects it to be sending a view because you're dealing with it. And with that, we can go ahead and grab both buttons. So notice I'm using a lot of the copy paste here for stuff I've already written. There's no point in rewriting it when you've already written it. Let's add the count button. Let's call it count button. And go in an if statement. If. Now, I know these can be written shorter, but I'm never going to use shorthand for this course. So if reset button dot is enabled, and we're testing if the button is actually enabled. Or no, we don't use that for that. Or count button dot is enabled. And if either one of them are, we'll disable both. Reset button set enabled. False. Oh, let's do an and so it only works when both actually. Change in a second. Count button dot set enabled. And well, obviously the opposite so we can turn them back on. Use the capital T in the word true there. If it's enabled and enabled, we'll disable them. And that's doesn't serve much purpose, but we'll keep it at that. We'll run it again. Operation is successful. It should be running. So that should. It didn't actually work there, but you can now enable and disable the buttons. Text to actually do it. So there we go. And with that, I'll stop the debugging. Go ahead and save it. And we'll go back to our activity. So that's all well and good, but it doesn't really do anything for us. So let's have another text view onto the page. With this one, I kind of want it to be nice and I want a wee bit of history on it. So I'm going to have a text view. I'm going to attach it to this side. I'm going to attach it to this side. Attach it to the top. Everybody's probably wondering why so that happens. You rotate it. The whole point is to try not to get it to overlap, but I'll go back with this. And we've got a text view, so every time we have an action, we would like the text to go in, so let's give this a good ID. Call it, I'm going to call it history. I'm going to call it history text, yeah, refactor it. And for every action we want a history entry. Text view, history text, equals find view by ID, r.id. You can see it right there, history text. Text. Oh, I mean, well, we could use set text. We could use append. I'm not sure which one I want to use. Let's see.